Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Journey Podcast. I have a lesson for you guys today that I want you guys to listen to. I want you guys to take note. I want you guys to resonate and sit with it because it is very, very important for people who are getting started with their fitness coaching journey and their business journey and getting started sharing your own story with the rest of the world. And I posted up a story on my video or on my Instagram the other day that said, "You are more special, unique, and dynamic than you give yourself credit." Your life stories are lessons that are going to help others. It's not a bad thing to talk about yourself and what you've been through. Share more and show the fuck up. So I put that up because I know that a lot of people have limiting beliefs about opening up about their own stories because they think they're not good enough, or somewhere down the line, they were taught that sharing their own stories is, egotistical or, conceited. And so they have a hard time sharing about themselves. And it really holds them back from, taking their business to the next level. Now, I'm going to actually break down what I meant when I wrote that and posted that. So that way you guys can have a full in-depth understanding of what the meaning of that is. But before I do, I'm going to read it off one more time just so you guys can drill it into your mind. You are more special, unique, and dynamic than you give yourself credit. Your life stories are lessons that are going to help others. It's not a bad thing to talk about yourself and what you've been through. Share more and show the fuck up. So the first line, you are more special, unique, and dynamic than you give yourself credit. I think a lot of people think that their story is not special or that what they haven't been through isn't, unique enough. And that's really because we look up at movies and we see these grandiose feats of, the hero coming to save the day and, all these things that are extraordinary. But you have to realize that what you've been through, only you have been through. Sure, there might be other takes on what you've been through, other versions of what you've been through, but only you have been through what you've been through. And so your life experience, what you've gone through, is very special and very different and very unique. For myself, I share my story about how I was a busser all the time. And guys, that's not even that interesting of a story. Most people in their 20s had to work in the restaurant industry at some point or had to have some type of minimum wage job. There's nothing special or unique about that. But by sharing that story, I'm able to relate to other people who have that. And even people who didn't have that job, it is special and unique to them. So that's an example of like me sharing a story about my life that isn't special or unique at all, but it still has the resonance of being special and unique. And so what you've gone through, like you have gone through something special and different, even if you went to college, even if you went to 9 to 5, because one, there's other people who haven't gotten that same experience as you. So you are special and unique to them. And two, the people who have gone it would love to hear about your experience going through it, because even though they went through the same experience, it is different because you are different. You are not the same as everybody else. So just understand that what you've gone through, even though it might not be special, crazy, or extraordinary, it is still your experience that's different from someone else's. Especially if you're working if you're working at a gym, like a 9 to 5 at the gym. Well, there's millions of other trainers that have gone through the same thing, but your experience working 9 to 5 at the gym is different than every other trainer's experience working 9 to 5 at the gym. And maybe they can relate to those experiences as well. And so you have to realize that you are not the same as everybody else. You are different. Now, going along with that, your life lessons or your life stories are lessons that will help people. So you have experiences in your life that you have learned from. Use those stories to share what you've learned, which is exactly what I'm doing here on this podcast. I'm just experiencing life every single day, and I'm taking and pulling what I can from those experiences and sharing them with you guys as lessons. So look back at your story and think, what have I learned on this story, and how can these stories be a learning lesson for someone else? And that builds so much value for other people's lives. And that's how you're going to build an audience that listens to you and keeps coming back. Now, the third thing, it's not bad to talk about yourself and what you've been through. Got to get this out of your head. People love hearing stories. People love learning from other people's mistakes and other people's successes. It is not bad to talk about yourself if you are teaching something of value. The reason why I'm able to talk about myself all freaking day long is because I am giving you guys value that's shareable and, I guess just for lack of a better term, valuable. But if I was to talk about myself in a conceited way, oh, I've done this, I've done that, give me praise, I'm the man. Well, yeah, that's kind of egotistical and conceited. But If you're coming from a place of sharing value, then it's totally fine, because people really love learning about other people and what they've been through. It is extremely, extremely important for you to get over thinking that it's bad to talk about yourself. It is not bad to talk about yourself at all if it's providing value for other people's lives. Now, the last thing was share more and show the fuck up. So essentially what this means is share more about yourself, share more about what you've been through, share more about what you've learned, because this is extremely valuable for other people. And it's also going to allow them to build a relationship with you. So I'm going to repeat it one more time because it's that important. You are more special, unique, and dynamic than you give yourself credit. Your life stories and lessons, or your life stories are lessons that will help other people. It's not bad to talk about yourself and what you've been through. Share more and show the fuck up. Hope that resonated with you guys. Take it to heart. Seriously, this is the advice that can change your life. Catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.